Hello. We've waited here for you ever long. It's the Triple Threat Podcast coming to you this Monday morning, of course, as always. It has not been ever long, of course. It's just been 1 week, but time flies when 168 hours go by. So
it's
been 1 week since we had a podcast, as it always is. With me, as always, are the brothers Vaughn, Matt. Matt, how you doing? Matt.
Hi, good. Thank you.
Good old Matt. And Will. What's up, Will?
Not much, Al.
LL Cool J. We're related.
Ladies love.
It means Al's Cool James.
Oh, okay. Well,
that'll make no
may
fan.
consider changing my name. Not sure. Not sure.
That'll make
yet.
no fan.
Alex, what's on the podcast?
Lots of stuff on the docket.
What's going on
I'm just looking at the show,
the old
rundown
docket?
of the show, the docket that
Yeah.
we all look at prior to, when we put this together. We got hockey news, football news. I'm sure we'll talk about movies and other things. Oh, and a very special quiz put together by Will Vaughn, which I've been promised. I've been promised is nothing like the Lizards on the Rock quiz or whatever that was with the Led Zeppelin. What do they call it? The Hammer of the Thors?
The Lizard on the Rock?
Lizard on the Rocks quiz. Brought to you by Lipton Brisk Iced Tea. When you're a lizard on the rock, drink your Lipton Brisk Iced Tea. Save some of that for the sequel.
Maybe he just wants to. Maybe the lizard just wants to sit on the rock. Doesn't have to be up there on the shoulder range. All right. Hey, how about that song?
How about it?
There it was.
There was the song. The song we all know and love.
The world famous song. We all know the words. We all know the words too. I just gotta. No, we can't afford that song. I just need to
Speak for yourself.
chime in real quick
Jack
and
Johnson.
say, Speaking of Mr. Judson, he's. Let's just say, guys, I'm happy that
He is flat.
I'm happy I don't make any.
broke.
I'm happy I don't make any money, and I'm happy I didn't give any money to our folks.
I'm happy that A, I don't earn money, and B, don't give away my non-earnings to other people to take care of. Yeah.
Happy about that. This
One too
cautionary
many-
tale, kids.
One too many banana pancakes will do that to a man. So, I don't know. That's the
This, of
plight
course-
of the athlete, I guess, as
yes.
noted in the ESPN documentary, Broke. But the thing, and I'll try to tread lightly here. Let's see how I can do this. But in that documentary, they seem to focus more on NBA players and NFL players, and those kind of like. There's not, I don't think, one hockey player in the thing, so it kind of focuses on I'm not saying it does, because Bernie Kosar's in there and a couple other guys are. But it's kind of the perception of it.
Alex,
Yes.
can you start over? We just lost you for a little bit.
No. Oh, what? We're all using call recorder, so I don't have to start anything over.
That's true.
Will, are you using that? Because if you aren't, then it doesn't matter.
This is
You get what you
fantastic.
pay for this week. Alex, just keep on saying what you were saying, man.
I guess.
It's good. I liked it.
Completely lost my train of thought. Yeah.
You were talking about Broke.
Go ahead. Talk about whatever you're going to talk about.
Sorry, guy.
So
what
what happened
happened
when I did the stupid soccer quiz? I don't even know why I bother talking on this thing.
You mentioned Bernie Kosar real quickly there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So what happened with Jack Johnson? I didn't read the article. It sounded too painful.
So okay.
So
First of all, I need
fill
to
me in.
point out we are speaking of Jack Johnson, the Columbus Blue Jackets hockey player, not Jack Johnson, the Hawaiian strumstress, strummer,
Strumsters?
picker, strumstress. He
Sumptuous Sumstress.
This strumstress.
The rural juror.
Yeah. So yes, not the musician we're speaking of, the athlete, Mr. Jack Johnson.
And Jack is another way of saying John. So these people are possibly named John Johnson. Just I'll throw that out.
Well, he was named John Johnson by his folks, who were the people that he, after getting rid of his agent, the same agent who represents hockey players such as such as Sidney Crosby, amongst others. He let go of his agent in 2011, and he turned over his financial responsibilities to his parents, who then proceeded to spend everything before they got anything.
So what were they spending it on?
They spent it on a house in Manhattan Beach. They spent it on cars. They spent it on upgrades to the house on Manhattan Beach. They spent it on travel, going to see their beloved young son play in L.A. and in Columbus. Oh, I should also mention other Sidney Crosby tie-in. He was his teammate in Shattuck St. Mary's.
So hold on a second. So none of this is like they didn't invest it; they just spent it themselves. They didn't invest poorly; they just didn't bother. Okay.
Well,
I read somewhere briefly that there was some poor investments, some high interest paybacks that were much higher.
Yes,
than
that's
thought.
what it was.
So
yeah.
So
they borrowed.
That's what
they
it was.
borrowed against big. They borrowed against some really big interest rates and got in deep with the sharks, so to speak. And and now Mr. Johnson, currently in his 5-year, $30.5 million contract, has filed for bankruptcy. So Kickstarter campaign to get him back. He's about 10 or 15 mil in debt right now. So Kickstarter campaign for him.
He's 27. He's already made more money than us three combined will ever see in our entire lives, and he owes. More than
that's way too pessimistic.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm on the cusp of making 40 mil for this next picture I'm signing on for.
Hey, there you go.
They often give
Is
those
it a
kind of
motion
contracts
picture or
to
just a
unknowns.
picture?
Just a picture. It's a nude.
Okay.
I'm pulling a Kardashian.
Oh, paper.
I don't oil up my butt. Take a photo of it.
My butt would not look
that's
that
gross.
good oiled up, but I don't know. Hers doesn't really either. It's just kind of odd. Oddly
It's a
on
big bum.
display.
Just a big bum. We've talked about it before. I just don't understand the fascination with butts.
We've talked about it before.
I don't
No,
think
we
we've
haven't.
talked about
This is not.
butts.
There's a reason we have not talked about that on the podcast,
I'm just saying. I don't.
folks. We've talked about it time and time again. But what's the big
Just a
deal?
big fat. My big fat. I should mention
Hey,
too.
oh,
Well, I was going to say someone on SNL if you were. I think Woody Harrelson might be my favorite actor now because of SNL. It wasn't the most recent one; it was the one the week before. But it was it was certainly their best show from top to bottom so far this season. Especially fond of the old young tarts.
Better than the Bill Hader one?
yeah, and I don't think it's better than Hater.
Okay.
I liked it better than the Hater one. I thought it was they're more consistent one.
Don't be such a hater, Will.
No, I got nothing against Bill. Love Bill. I don't want to kill Bill. I want to thrill Bill. But I liked Harrelson. I like I'm always a sucker for musical spoofs. So like when they did a couple of years ago with Fallon, it was like Fallon and Bublé or something. Or Michael Bublé sings with various artists. And on this recent one with Harrelson, they did Young Tarts and Old Farts. Which slayed me. It made me laugh a whole lot. And also McConaughey and also the football sketch really got to me.
Damn it. I gotta watch this thing.
You haven't seen it?
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No,
Okay.
thanks for checking, though.
I don't think anything was. There was no
Came out
spoilers.
last week, bro.
Apparently
Last week,
McConaughey
bro.
shows up.
No. Sorry, that's not true.
No, Matt, he does. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Say no more.
Also, if McConaughey doesn't show up.
No, he does not.
No, he does.
He does,
Wink,
and then he
wink,
doesn't.
nudge, say no
He
more.
comes when he goes.
Do you think, Will, do you think Barack Obama's on every episode of Saturday Night Live in that case?
Yeah, it's obviously him. Obviously.
Yeah. Podcast recommendation of the week.
Yes.
This week's,
What should people listen to that isn't this?
definitely this.
They have to listen to this. In
They
order
have to do,
hear
folks.
the
If you're not listening to the Triple Threat podcast, you gotta start, because otherwise you're not hearing this. And there's some sort of philosophical impossibility involved there. I want to recommend the BS Report podcast. Bill Simmons podcast very often interviews people, celebrities, sports figures. He talks about the NBA way too much. And this week, or at least recently, he had an interview with Lorne Michaels. Lorne Michaels, the father, I guess, the creator of Saturday Night Live. And I haven't heard a lot of interviews from Lorne Michaels. I haven't read a lot of interviews of Lorne Michaels before.
I haven't heard any from Lorne Michaels.
So yeah, it was good. It wasn't like a tell-all. It was very much him just talking about some of the good old days and some of the medium old days and some of the well done days. Anyway, but it was good. I liked it, and I thought Bill Simmons is a fairly competent interviewer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Bill Simmons is a huge kind of sport and comedy geek.
It shows that you don't have to your interview style doesn't have to be very annoying to have very good guests on there. That is a burn on a certain podcast that will remain nameless.
Nerdist.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we named it.
Okay.
Could have denied it. But
yeah, well, no, not going to bother.
Out.
You denied it, supplied.
Also, I listened to the BS report with Mark Wahlberg. It was significantly shorter than the one with Lorne Michaels. Lorne Michaels one is good. It's like at least like it's a juicy hour, which is nice. But the Mark Wahlberg one was good too. Juicy.
Juicy.
Did you see that podcast?
Did you see it? Did you listen?
I'd like to ask: is Lorne's involvement with the show the same it was in '75?
It seems to be.
What about 83?
Okay.
He really has not stepped back. There's really
Okay.
no amount of stepping back, which is good.
Well, he left for a while in the 80s, and what's-his-face took
He
over.
did.
Paul Lieberstein. No.
No, you close.
Dick Ebersol.
Yes.
Ebersol, yeah, you're right.
That's right.
Who-
And they touch on that, too. Bill Simmons
Who I
talks about it.
believe was the man who bought... Oh, what's that song called? You're So Vain by...
Oh, we bought The
Simon?
Secret of You're So Vain.
He bought the man who's the vain one. Or woman.
But we already know who the man was. Or at least we all think
Dave Coulier.
Dave Coulier.
No, that's You Ought to Know.
No, You Ought to Know is about Alanis Morissette's relationship with Warren Beatty.
No, okay.
Is it Warren Beatty?
That's the one
Annette
that makes
Bening
the
would
most sense.
beg to differ.
He thought that song was about him.
I mean, who else would fly their Learjet out to Nova Scotia to see the total eclipse of the sun? Also may have listened to that song after stepping out of the shower in less than 2 months, not less than 2 weeks ago.
That's an image I never wanted.
I like me some Carly Simon. No, hold on. No. I'm getting fully clothed.
You're getting out of the shower fully clothed?
Why are you fully clothed in the shower?
Did you get in the shower fully clothed? Now let's talk about your hygiene.
No. I leave the clothes are in the shower.
So Matt, you wake up.
Shower.
You're going into the shower. What do you do? What's the first thing you do before you get in the shower?
Put on some clothes.
Put on some clothes.
Get dressed. Get in the shower.
Yeah.
Dry off. I would dry off.
Dry off. Start off by drying off, then get into the shower.
Get out of the shower. Put my dry clothes over my sopping wet body. I have my T-shirt mop up most of the mess, most of the sop.
Oh my god!
One of the only songs to say.
I didn't really mean what.
As well.
Oh gosh. Okay.
But you just were just like, yeah, I'm getting out of the shower.
Get out of the shower
know.
fully clothed.
I feel like I was lacking in clarity.
I would agree.
Speech.
You were lacking.
That's okay.
clarity.
Anyway, Carly Simon, pretty
picture.
good. Will,
What?
you like the Beatles?
Well, you.
Like the Beatles, hey?
Oh, that was a weird segue. We're done with the... Okay, we won't talk about the podcast anymore.
I don't think it's... like this podcast, we can keep talking about this podcast specifically.
No, I was just going to say, like, that's one of my only things where I actually have self-control. Like, haven't listened to... I like to, for some reason, hold off on listening to things. So you're like, oh, the Lorne Michaels is on BS Report. I'm like, okay. I'll listen to that in a couple weeks or something.
Couple weeks?
That's it with Mulaney on WTF. It's like the only thing I have self-control with.
Oh, I listen to that.
Carbs, no. Booze, no.
The Mulaney one would be good too. If if you're a Mulaney fan of someone like of Alex's height,
Just one, Alex?
I don't even know what that means.
if you like Mulaney as much as Alex likes Mulaney, the person, not the show. No one likes the show.
The height, though.
The height, yeah, like the heights of fandom.
Oh.
That's
I thought you
an
meant
expression
actual
that's used.
Literal height. Heist?
Sure.
Heist, the heist of fame.
Martin Short's coming to town next week to sign his book at Chapters. I might go see him.
That's a good place to sign a book.
The bookstore. I remember
Yeah.
it was 1 or 2 years ago, they had James Franco there, and they had a lineup around the block to get a bracelet to see him later. And I waited 2 hours to get Nick Offerman's signature. Alex, you're welcome. But...
Oh, I threw that out. I brought that in the shower with me because I was fully clothed
you're
and staying
fully clothed.
dry.
Yeah.
And I thought the book would as well, and it didn't.
So as Alex mentioned earlier, I made a new quiz because we
I was trying to segue it to earlier.
I don't understand. A couple months ago, I made a quiz that ended all quizzes for all time. So I'm resurrecting
all
the quiz.
About them quizzes.
Out of the ashes shall rise like a phoenix, so to speak. And it's regarding the Beatles. Now, why the Beatles right now? Just because.
There's really nothing in the news about them.
Well, 5 years ago, they released their entire album catalog in stereo. They did the stereo remasters. They released Beatles Rock Band. They released a new version of Hard Day's Night, I think, on Blu-ray. Yeah, I think so.
I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray.
Very fresh. Yeah, I know.
Well, this whole quiz is about the movie Hard Day's Night.
Damn it.
So this is all about the Beatles. And the Beatles have sold 178 million certified units in the United States, making them the best-selling musical act in the United States. They've sold more singles and have more number one hits than any other act in the United Kingdom.
Garth Brooks?
Even Garth Brooks.
Wow.
Even Chris Gaines. Was that his alter ego?
It certainly was.
Was Garth Brooks Chris Gaines' alter ego? I wish I could say that name, but I can't, and I'm okay with it.
Chris Gaines.
Christopher Gaines. They've received 10 Grammy Awards, 1 Academy Award, have sold 600 million records worldwide.
You won an Academy Award?
Best soundtrack for the Let It Be documentary.
Nice.
600 million records worldwide, making them the biggest selling act in the history of music, and will never, ever, ever, ever be topped by anything because nobody buys records anymore.
Hold on, I have a question.
Yes.
How far away is Paul McCartney from an EGOT? Just the T and the E?
Yeah, but I don't think he's got to do anything with E.
Sure, he could. Do a thing with Fallon. Do the thing you two couldn't do because Bono got broken. Go on the show for a week.
Yeah.
What happened to Bono? Speaking of on a show for a week, I haven't watched it yet, but I've recorded all of these. Late Show with Craig Ferguson had Metallica on for 5 days in a row, so I'm definitely going to check that out because that's a marriage of two of my very favorite things.
Anyway, sorry, I derailed that with my fantasy. So
that's
my EGOT. I was thinking about that in the shower today, actually. Fully clothed.
Fully clothed.
Oh, man.
As we all are all the time.
So this is about the Beatles, and we're not going to flip a coin, and we're not going to pick a number or anything like that. We're going to do a little...
Telling us what we're not going to do.
And we're not going to... not going to freak out, man. We're going to do a little bit of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Fast fingers, but it's fast. Fast lips. And this may end up being a 2 out of 3. We'll see.
John Paul, George, Ringo. Did they go? Did they win?
No, and I'm glad you mentioned that because I actually did not mention any of their names. But you all know who the Beatles are, of course.
Pete Best.
Yes. Pete. Oh,
Dennis
man.
Everstein.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
Glenn Fry.
Should have made this more difficult for you. Chris Pratt.
Wow.
On the cover of People magazine, by the way, runner-up for Sexiest Man of the Year.
Chris Pratt alive. Isn't Sexiest Man alive?
Alive, yeah.
I want to. I'm waiting for Sexiest Man dead.
Yeah, it'd be like Mark Antony or something, wouldn't he? Because he got it with Cleopatra. She was hot. So we're gonna do fast. The singer.
Yeah.
If you, because I need to know.
There you go. I couldn't
think of anyone either.
Tell me, baby girl. He's one of the Beatles too. So we're gonna finish the lyric.
Also, jeez.
What's
our buzz? What's our buzz?
You just have to say it faster.
Would we have to say
the lyric? Shouldn't we have to buzz in and then say it? Otherwise, it's just gonna be like. Take shots on me better.
We should say it like Eleanor Rigby, or like help.
It'll be that, but you'll be finishing the lyric.
Okay, fine, yeah, whatever.
And in my head, this will work.
Oh God, it's gonna be so embarrassing when I screw this up.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Alex,
story of my life.
Can we stop singing other songs that aren't
things that are not the Beatles? I can get no satisfaction.
Boys, here we go. Come on. All right, here we go.
Come on.
All right, this is lyric number 1. If you really like it, you can have the rights. It can make...
If you really like it, you can have the rights. It can make... Oh, this is going to be so bad.
I'll give you the song. It's Paperback Writer.
Oh, that's a skip right away thing. As soon as I hear they go paperback, I just skip it. It's
Paperback Writer. Yeah, I don't know it.
A paperback writer? Is that what? Is that the next lyric?
A buck or two?
No, the
dollarinas?
It can make $1 million for you overnight.
Ah, damn it.
All right. Next one.
Oh,
I think it shows really hard.
Oh, jeepers.
Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get them lyrics? Okay.
I was nervous.
Number 2.
Oh, God.
When the rain comes, they run and hide their head. They...
No idea.
Nope.
No clue.
They might as well be dead.
I could have guessed that.
Close enough. All right. And now this one was even harder.
What was that from?
What are you doing? Why is this happening?
That was from Rain. This next one.
Random parts of songs.
Okay, what B-side Beatles song do you have for us next one?
Yeah. I'll pick back right.
This is from Hey Bulldog.
Oh,
So,
I couldn't even name one word in that song.
You can probably guess one.
you
Hey.
probably named 2, actually. I just said them. Okay. No, you know what? I'm going to skip this.
How many are there?
There's more coming up, but those are the easier ones.
Oh my
Or those-
God! Are
actually,
you
no,
kidding
no,
me, dude?
Those
Then there's no. We should just end it now.
No.
Yeah.
We're not gonna,
Oh my God.
there's more coming up because
People
we
are
get
like
a lightning
screaming into their. Well, not screaming.
I hope we have no fans who are big enough fans of the Beatles they would know any of those.
I'm sure we
I
do.
need to I need to find a more obvious song then.
Help! I need blank.
A buck.
No. Let's
Some
see.
fare for the bus.
Fair for the bus. Some
for the
unfair for the bus. Some fair for the bus.
This one's from Hey Bulldog. Oh, issue.
Okay.
What if you just chose one of us to start?
Okay, no, I got one.
No, you don't. This is gonna be a disaster.
All right, no, this I should give you enough of this that hopefully someone can get it.
No.
And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good?
Norwegian Wood.
Norwegian Wood.
I clearly said
Okay,
that
that's
quicker.
tie.
What? I clearly said that quicker.
I did not think you said that quicker.
Really?
Okay, so
We'll go back
that's
to the
why
tape.
it's
So
tie.
vain, Alex.
We'll
Okay.
go. Okay.
If vain means I have very accurate hearing, then
you have very accurate hearing.
You're right.
Thank you, Mark.
Let's see.
Just give it to Alex. Alex can start.
No, it's fine. It's
All right, Alex.
No,
That's
no,
fine.
no,
I'll start because we got to get this going. Alex,
Oh,
will
this
start.
was to start the quiz. I get
Yes, this is not the quiz itself. Yes.
it. Oh God,
start
it
the
was
quiz.
so okay. I'm
Well, there's
slightly
the
relieved.
lightning round coming up, but the lightning round is timed, and you can pass, and it'll be fun
Okay.
and
Wow, this is good.
exciting and interesting, and
I'm not
people
sure
are really
any of
going to
this will
like
be
it.
any
It's
of
going to be a
this.
big hit. Come on, man, optimism. Okay. So typical our quiz rules: basically, correct answer is worth 10 points, and a steal is worth 5. And you can't triple stamp, double stamp. All right.
Promise to repeat.
Question the first. What is the name of the band that John Lennon started, which eventually led to being the Beatles?
No clue.
Okay, Matt.
It's something.
You severely overestimated my Beatles fandom.
Like the Miners or something like that.
Oh, that's really close.
I know it's really close. That's the worst part.
It's the Quarrymen.
Quarrymen. I knew there was men in there too. Okay.
Now that you say it, it
There you
sounds
go.
familiar, but I'd never guess
Quarrymen.
All right.
Yes.
Matt, how old was George Harrison when Paul McCartney introduced him to John Lennon?
Is he 18? If you know what I mean.
Ooh, Alex, you want to steal?
16.
Oh, you guys were 2 away. 14.
Really? 14?
I knew it was super young.
Yeah, he's pretty young. He was like super young, and that's one of the reasons John didn't want him in the band.
I naturally assumed he was legal age. for
Yes,
whatever
exactly.
shenanigans they were.
Drumming? I mean, guitaring?
Oh,
He was the original drummer. No, it's fine.
So I was going to say George Harrison.
Alex, who was the original drummer before Ringo Starr?
Oh, God. I'll know the name when I hear it, but I have no idea. George Best.
I will say that. Ooh, that was so close. I'll let you have another swing at that, Alex.
Why? Why are you letting him have another swing at it?
Okay, Matt.
Let Matt steal
Pete Best. Pete Best.
Okay.
Peter the Best.
See, you know what the worst part is? I knew it wasn't George Best because he used to be a national soccer player for England, and then but it was the only thing I could remember.
We'll try to give Alex the points.
I wouldn't have got it anyway.
Okay, that's fine. Matt, what is Ringo Starr's real name?
Oh my! We were talking about this at Sunday at supper time. Richard Starkey.
That's correct.
Yes. Thanks, Dad.
I know you guys hollered at Dad. Alex, what was the Beatles' first hit? Number one hit, first hit. You're close.
Girls?
You're close. No, Matt.
Help?
No, it was Love Me Do.
Than help.
Love Me Do. Got it. I knew. I mean,
shout.
Bam, 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 bam. That was Ferris Bueller's.
0 for 3. Not including the lyrics
Matt,
thing.
In how many sessions was Please Please Me recorded?
Oh. One?
Damn it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Nice.
That's the one I knew.
One marathon session, yeah, and they supplemented with 4 songs they had already recorded, and they ended the day with John Lennon screaming "Twist and Shout"
because his voice was raw, naturally raw.
Someone else should do that.
15
so raw. Actually, I have 25-0. Alex,
okay.
Paul McCartney's bass famously resembles what other stringed instrument? You should know this because you saw him in concert.
A mandolin.
I don't know if I can give that to you.
Can I say violin?
Yeah, I would say violin.
All right.
It's a Hofner 500/1. Obviously, I'm not going to ask you that. One of the types of basses he plays. Matt, which Paul McCartney penned Beatles song has been covered by more than 2,200 artists?
I believe it would be Yesterday. Or Scrambled Eggs, if you will.
Or Scrambled Eggs. It's the most ever for a copywritten song.
Wow.
It's over 2,200.
I would think Crazy by Gnarls Barkley had that beat, but I guess it makes sense.
I knew that one too, by the way. I knew that one too.
This next question is multiple choice. 73 million people in 23 million households tuned into the Beatles' first performance on the Ed Sullivan Show. What percentage of the U.S. population was that? Was it 24, 34, or 54?
$34.
That's correct.
All right. That's a lot of people. That's a third of the country. That's crazy.
It's a lot of people.
It's a lot of ratings.
And he's on the board.
Matt, which album was the first to feature identical track listings in the U.S. as in the U.K.?
Gosh.
Was it Rubber Soul, Revolver, or Sgt. Pepper? This is Lonely Hearts Club Land.
Revolver?
Alex?
Rubber Soul?
That's a good guess.
No.
Damn. Good. Oh, yes, good.
Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band in 67.
Really?
Because Capitol Records in the U.S. exercised complete control over the U.S. format, and they compiled albums and released singles as they wished.
Oh, yeah. That's weird how the record industry used to work. It's bizarre.
And this next question is Matt's.
Yes.
Right?
Nope, he just
No,
guessed.
sorry, yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Still. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I lost track. Whatever, I don't care. Alex, John Lennon said, if I said blank was more popular than Jesus, I might have gotten away with it. He said blank was more popular than Jesus. He might have gotten away from it with it.
Was he correcting his previous quote?
Yeah.
He was commenting on his previous quote, yes. For those who don't know, the previous quote, among other things, involved John Lennon saying that they were bigger than Jesus. He was being a little cheeky when he said that.
I have no clue.
Matt?
God?
No, it's television.
Television.
She had said television was more popular than Jesus.
Doesn't know what he corrected his other quote with?
If you're a real
Matt,
Beatles fan, you know what, Alex.
In what U.S.
I'm not a real
stadium did
Beatles fan, I guess.
in what U.S. stadium did the band play its final concert?
It's final concert.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I really want to get this right. Candlestick?
That's correct.
Oh, yes.
Candlestick Park in San Francisco. I believe that's why Paul played the last show there in Candlestick Park in San Francisco. And that was on 29th August 1966, which ended a schedule of 1,400 concerts over a period of 4 years.
I would
Stopped playing concerts. They can't. Well, they stopped playing concerts because they just couldn't hear themselves because people would scream, and they didn't like that because they can't hear themselves on stage. Okay, now comes the lightning round. So for this, I'm going to have to require a little bit of good faith on both of you. You're going to answer the same questions. So, Matt, you're going to have to go mic dark for roughly 2 minutes.
Okay.
I will text you when we're done.
Oh, you want me to? Oh, like not hear this?
Yeah, you're gonna have to mute it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, I can do that. Oh, this is
trying something.
Okay.
Trying something a little different.
Okay.
You know, like,
I will. I'm gonna go now. I'll text me.
It's good you're not going to be here, Matt, because there's going to be a lot of cussing here.
You go.
I'm going to be so mad.
Alex, I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock.
Which clock? I don't have a clock. All right, let's do this.
I have my clock here, and I'll give you this. I'll start the 2 minutes after you answer your first one.
Okay. Oh, like Family Feud.
No, it's like the Feud. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
Somebody...
well, technically it's Family Feud. It's exactly Family Feud.
Oh, no, I mean, that's copyrighted. Please don't say that's nothing like Family Feud.
Nothing like Family Feud. Sorry,
He's
Steve
not wearing
Harvey.
a huge jacket with 97 buttons.
You need a tie knot as big as your face.
As big as your face.
All right. So lightning round. This is finish the lyric. Each lyric will have about 4 or 5 words at the end of it.
Oh,
all right.
I'm so upset.
This goes in order of album. And there's 12.
Okay, there.
All right.
So I don't know. I just got to pass if I don't know it and hope for the best.
It's a pass, exactly. All right. So after you get the first one, I'll start the clock.
Okay. If I pass on the first one, then you'll start the clock as well, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, please me. Oh yeah.
Nope, don't got it.
Okay, I'm starting the clock. Next one. I want to be your lover, baby.
Nope.
Okay. Third one. But tomorrow may rain, so.
Nope.
Okay. 4. If somebody tries to take my place, let's pretend we.
Nope.
I should mention that some of these do rhyme. Number 5. If she's gone, I can't go on.
I'm just, nothing.
Okay, that's all right. Number 6. Carve your number on my wall, and you may.
Call me anytime.
Close.
Yeah. No, don't give it to me.
That's all right. Next one. Number 7. I was alone. I took a ride. I didn't know.
Nope.
Close. Number 8. Cellophane. Sorry, that's my fault. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green.
Nope.
Okay. Number 9. You keep all your money in a big brown bag inside a zoo.
Nope.
Okay. Number 10. Rocky burst in and grinning a grin said, Danny boy.
Oh, God. That one actually, no, I don't got it.
Okay. 11. Well, you should see Polythene Pam. She's so good looking that.
Don't got it.
All right. Number 12. This is the hard one. I dug a pony. Well, you can syndicate.
No.
Okay. Any of those you want to go back to? You still have 20 seconds.
No.
Okay. 15 seconds. Anything else you want to talk about while we have... I'm going to text Matt right now.
Yeah, you can just end it.
We're done. We're done. All right. Set to wait for the timer here.
Can you just stop
Here
the
it
timer?
comes. No, I just wanted to make sure that audio got heard. You heard it beeping, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
Matt should be on right now.
I heard the beeping too. I am back.
Okay, you're back. So, I guess, Alex, you don't really have to mute. You just don't have to say anything because you already heard these.
Easy, that's easy enough.
Don't taunt me, please.
That's more. It's, no.
Okay. All right, Matt. So, I have 12 songs.
Okay.
And you need to finish the lyric. I will put 2 minutes on the clock. The timer will start when you get the first one. Okay?
Okay.
Or get or pass on the first
And
one.
you can pass and you'll cycle back to them if I pass?
If you want to hear another one, yeah.
Okay.
Just want to do it again.
Yeah. Apologies to the podcast listeners who would have already heard this.
Yes. We love you all. Except for you, but you know who you are. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Number 1. Please, please me. Oh, yeah.
Please, please me.
Not exactly.
Okay.
Timer started. I want to be your lover, baby.
But not your friend.
All right. No. But tomorrow may rain, so...
Carry on.
No. If somebody tries to take my place, let's pretend we...
Share a face.
You can all... That was very close. Next one. If she's gone, I can't go on...
Pass.
Basket. 6. Carve your number on my wall, and you may...
Have a ball.
Okay. Number 7. I was alone. I took a ride. I didn't know...
Where to hide.
No.
Damn.
Cellophane flowers of yellow and green.
Pass.
Okay. You keep all your money in a big brown bag inside a zoo.
Next to a hag.
No. Rocky burst in and grinning a grin said, Danny boy.
It's time to go.
Close. We should see Polythene Pam. She's so good looking.
Because she looks like a man.
Yes.
Yes.
Number 12. I dug a pony. Well, you can syndicate any boat you row.
Did you just
I
finish
said
it?
the whole lyric there. Yep, I did.
just give me 0. I wouldn't have gotten that anyway.
No. I'll go back to one we didn't say earlier. Childlike, no one understands, jackknife.
Melts in your hands. I don't know.
Close. Any of those you want to hear again?
No. Please tell me Alex was similar to me.
Alex was, just a second, I want to make sure this timer clicks all the way down. Alex was somewhat similar to you. Yeah,
Close,
he was
yeah,
somewhere
we're so
similar
close.
to you. Yeah, okay, there goes the timer.
No.
All right, so I will say tiebreaker is not necessary.
Yep.
And by the winner of this gets a Beatles prize to be named later.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it should be. Scores don't matter. Matt, you won. Congratulations. You won the Beatles quiz. Like I said, you get a prize to be named later.
What did Alex get?
0.
You got 0. Okay.
You got 1.
Yes.
What is the next possible option?
I didn't know what you got. I mean,
But you got 1,
That's-
and you won the thing. So
We weren't tied before that, though, were we?
Well, yeah, no, you weren't tied, but he also won.
I
the
see what you're
individual
saying.
quiz, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy or stupid.
Yeah, we're combining scores. So you won you won the feud.
Thank you.
And here comes the confetti.
Oh,
Throw confetti at your own. Throw confetti at your own peril.
Yeah. Oh gosh. My
And you're-
confetti's all grenades.
And okay.
Will, props to you for coming up with an inventive way of doing a different kind of
I tried to
podcast
come up
game.
with
I like
something
that.
fun.
That was good.
And,
I like that.
Yeah. it's
Props to you.
debatable.
That's the first time it's ever happened on a podcast, I bet. Good job.
That I've been given props. First time in my life I've been given
No.
props for anything.
You're an actor. You work with props all the time.
Yeah.
Boom.
Sometimes I feel like a prop.
Don't we all?
A right proper fool.
Will.
I meant.
Is Alex still here?
It's an airplane aloft. He's still here.
He's still here. Alex, how you doing? You doing okay?
I think he's doing.
Once again, you grossly overestimated our knowledge of the subject matter.
Alex, maybe you can run
It's because I respect you guys.
Did you know those lyrics well, like without looking them up?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah.
Good thing we didn't know the Beatles Quiz
I looked them up for accuracy. I wanted to make sure I had them, down pat.
This is the Beatles Quiz that if you like the Beatles, don't listen to it.
Or listen to it and you'll be screaming out loud. You listen to this on a bus or in your car or at the office. Don't scream at it too loud. I guess if you're in your car and you're by yourself, it's fine. But if you're on the bus, don't scream. Don't scream at this podcast, please.
Let's want to be
This is the Don't Scream at This podcast episode.
Alex,
it's a podcast.
Do you want to do the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air quiz next week?
What quiz should we do next?
That's not a bad idea.
That is not a bad idea. In what way did Will make sure that he looked cool at his private school?
He wore jacket.
Well, clearly I'm going to get way harder than that.
Okay, good. I hope the last question is just
which Phil say he was looking forward to when they were caught in prison on Thanksgiving.
I hope the last question is just you being like, which Vivian Banks is better?
Oh, neither.
The first one.
Neither. The first one. Ooh, okay.
The original, baby. OG. OG
VB.
OG VB. See, the last name was Banks, and they were all rich. That's why that's funny.
I didn't even think of it. I never even connected that thought.
Yeah.
Is that like it must be intentional? I mean,
I think it's just a name.
It's a name.
It's just like a placeholder, and then they're just like, well,
let's keep it.
I guess
we're gonna call them monies, but we decided to go with banks because that's where you keep your money. So we figured that would make more sense, I guess. Also, that show was developed by Seth Rogen. Apparently, it was very strange.
I feel like we need to have one closer to Christmas. Called the Christmas Quizmas or something like that. Not necessarily related to Christmas. Christmas Quizmas, sure.
I had it suggested to me that we should do a list of Christmas movies in the similar to the vein we did horror movies.
Oh, okay.
So Christmas movies from A to Z. However, pretty much every Christmas movie starts with the letter C, so that's impossible.
Except the best one that starts with J.
The Santa Claus starts with an S, so...
Yeah. Are you talking about the Smash Holiday Classic Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way, of course, starring Paul White.
Yep,
absolutely.
Everyone knows Paul White from that movie. Of course.
Who the hell is Paul White?
Big Show.
Will.
William
you of all people.
What are you doing to me? You know.
Oh, okay, whatever. I was thinking WHITE. Look, I saw the man walking about the city. All right, I'm good personal friends with Mr. Paul White. I'm going to deck your hall up.
Yeah, and Sinbad.
More like sing good, am I right? I guess while we're on the topic, what do you guys want for Christmas? What should I send?
I want an frozen Elsa doll.
On a frozen Elsa doll. Matt, I sent just last week. I sent you what I'll be sending you for Christmas, and actually you and Alex. Yeah, remember those mugs? The pictures.
Oh yeah. Okay, there you go.
Going to send those Hunger Games heat-activated mugs available at all Esso stations for $1.69 each. Collect all 13. They're sponsoring the show today, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. If it's anything like the book, it will be bad.
Yeah, you weren't a huge fan of the book.
Was not. No, the third book.
You don't imagine what the show would be like split in half, or the movie. The
movie. I mean, yeah. There's a point where I was listening to. I was reading the book by listening to someone tell me it, and there's a point where I was just like, I don't know. Like, I'm halfway through, and like, there's not a movie here. There's not a movie here. There's a setup for a movie here if you condense it, maybe, but they won't. They didn't expand it. If anything else.
Suppose I should actually get into that series or just at least know what all the kids are talking about. But I don't understand how you have a book trilogy and the third one is such a letdown, Matt. What do you think?
How's that even happen?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, the biggest problem is that the third book doesn't feature Hunger Games in it. For the first two, the whole conceit of it is that there's Hunger Games in each one of them. They have Hunger Games, and they have kind of like a Hunger Games All-Star. And the third one, they're like, well, what if we just do, an all-out war kind of thing? And it's like, well, it's not as interesting, really. I mean, there's nowhere else to go after the second one, but maybe you should have made the second one the third one and figure something else out. But yeah, I just think it wasn't crafted well. She did the first book and she was like, I'll throw everything I can into it. I'll really do everything I can for it. And the second one, she's like, I'll top it. I'll do everything I can for it. And then with the third one, she just kind of ran out of steam. She didn't have anything. Also, the love triangle in it is beyond stupid. It doesn't make any sense. It's handled very poorly.
Well, I didn't even like the first two, so now this one's going to be worse than the other ones.
Yeah. Sorry, that's how it's rolling for you.
Probably not. Alex, did you read them too, or to see the?
I saw the movies.
Do you read them too to see the films?
Yeah.
You saw the movies.
No, I mean certainly I'm not a YA enthusiast in terms of novelage.
Yeah, me neither. I'll say that much. The Hunger Games are weird because it's a book series that satirizes television and that culture very well, to the point where it's like, why was this a book to start with? This would be much better as it lends itself to being a movie much more than it does to being a book. It's all about the visuals in it, and it's all about the use of that kind of popular media. So it's weird that they wouldn't start it as a book. I guess if you want to write a book about that sort of thing, it makes sense. But as a movie, it just makes more sense that way.
I think maybe one of the reasons could be that you can release a movie and then release a novelization, or you can release a novel which will sell a whole lot. So if the novel sells like hotcakes, then you get the movie out of that, and you kind of double up your return on your investment, right?
Yeah, that's smart. If that was a plan she had from the beginning, that's very smart. Very smart of her.
Yeah, I'm mistaken. Yeah, well, it's just good business.
Yeah, I remember I was listening. I think it was probably the Scribd Notes podcast with Craig Mazin and John August, and they talked about. I think John August was talking about how he got a deal to write the movie version of a young adult novel that hadn't been released yet. And then the young adult novel got released, and it wasn't really popular, and so the studio was just like, "Yeah, we're not going to make this now, so never mind." So there's books that they release with that intention in it that they're just like, "It turns out nobody liked it. Never mind."
There's also movies that they released Aragon like years ago.
Right,
and they had
that was a big
Cirque
book.
du Freak trilogy, The Vampire's Assistant, and Mortal Instruments. Although I think that got a sequel. I know Divergent has a sequel coming out. Maze Runner has a sequel coming out. And those are all based on books. They're going to do that Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them trilogy.
Which is good, because I've been wondering where to find these Fantastic Beasts for a while.
Well, you get 3 installments of Where to Find Them.
Excellent. That's
I think
good.
the first two installments are the Fantastic Beasts, and then the third one is like, well, you find them over here. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a writer.
That's fair.
I've never been accused of being a writer. All right, well, I don't know. It's good enough for this week. Twitter. I was really funny this week on Twitter. I don't know about you guys, but I was hilarious.
I think
probably the funniest. I was probably the best one on Twitter.
Probably. Sure, if we had to give you the award for it.
Oh, that's just giving up really quick there, Matt.
I mean, I don't know. I don't remember what I gave. I don't know if I did much this week.
I don't think I did much of anything funny.
Dark week for the Vaughn brothers generally on Twitter. Gosh,
I tweet a lot just about sports.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's that big Patriots Colts game. That was pretty glorious.
That was pretty groovy.
So we tweeted to beat the.
But I mean, that would have been last week.
That would have been that was last week.
Yeah, it's old news, bro.
Yeah, but that was okay. Yes, correct.
It's like super old news. Well, if you like sports, don't be afraid to follow Alex on Twitter at. Oh, how long could this go for? At
TSN Bob McKenzie.
At TSN Bob McKenzie.
Isn't his kid on Twitter too? His kid's a hockey player?
Yeah, his kid's got a couple of them.
School of Sports Media in Toronto, Ontario.
The other one, it looks like Kitchener Rangers.
What?
Also, follow
he's got
Jack
more than one
Johnson
son.
on Twitter.
And one of them is I think a coach or assistant coach for the Kitchener Rangers in the Ontario Hockey League.
And
Yeah, not the Kudunjul.
Yeah, not that.
You guys are this is a little bit unfortunate. Will's going to be in Halifax over the Christmas break. There's no such thing as a Christmas break when you're adults, which is sad. But there's no Mooseheads game to go to.
There's no Mooseheads home game. No, they had the Battle of Nova Scotia for years and years. They had the Battle of Nova Scotia between Halifax and Sydney, Cape Breton,
the Screaming Eagles.
But they don't have it this year. They used to do a home at home. And it was great for everybody who visited home, who's away from home. But, now they don't have it. So what up with that?
Guess we'll just have to watch junior hockey, World Juniors or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the World Juniors next. Oh, yeah, it's in Toronto, Montreal this year. I'll be there.
Or college football games. Go watch the Pinstripe Bowl from Yankee Stadium.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah. I watched it last Christmas. I was looking for games to watch. I watched the Hawaiian game, too. I don't remember what it was called, but there was a game in Hawaii that I watched because I was in Saskatchewan, so the time zones lined up a little bit better. I don't remember who won that one, though. I know it was really weird looking because it was like very sunny and everyone was wearing those leis. Not the chips, the flower thing.
The flower garland necklace.
Yep. That's true.
All right. And if you want to help out...
You're not going to say, Will, are you on Twitter?
I'm trying to find Jack Johnson on Twitter, but all I can find is that damn Hawaiian singer. What
would you say to Jack Johnson?
Can't afford
it. Just be like, I'm sorry. I wish you had more money.
I'd just be like, Kickstarter, bro. Kickstarter for Jack Johnson. Getting them bucks.
Is there a pension that he gets, though?
I don't think so. I don't know. I think he's like really freaking in debt, man. Like a lot. Like a couple million buckaroos.
Does he even go home for the American Thanksgiving and Christmas? Like, what's the guy even going to do? I feel bad for this guy.
Well, he's not even talking to his folks. I'm talking to my folks, though, right now. Listen to the show. Thanks for listening to the show, folks. They're listening to the Beatles quiz and yelling at their computer. Or maybe not. You can find Matt on Twitter at mpvaughn. I'm at William C. Vaughn. If you want to find the funniest tweets on the internet, I will retweet them. And you can see them.
Nice.
That's not my thing. Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot for listening this week, folks.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Next week.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Forgot the something.
No, well, I'm trying to think.
Next week we have the something.
I heard someone use a really terrible racial slur this week.
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. The heck is that?
I was at work, and there was a lineup, and there was someone. There was a woman and her husband. They were probably in their 40s. They were from a province in the Atlantic provinces that is an island, and it's closer than you think, so you can kind of figure it out that way. And they were in line, and behind them in line there were a few people, including a black man. And this woman turned around at one point.
African-American, African-Canadian, man.
Yeah, sure. I didn't ask for what his descent was, but yeah. Anyway, so this lady turned around to her husband after she looked behind herself in line and said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't see that person.
Oh my God.
Came in. He must have snuck up on us," or something like that. And
are you freaking kidding me?
I am not freaking kidding you.
Straight up was like, I didn't see that person.
Yeah. And it was as alarming as you can imagine. What did
he say? What did the guy say?
She said it under her breath, but because they were standing next to each other, and I was facing them. So when she said something quietly under her breath to him, of course I heard every word of it, and I pray he did not hear any word of it at all. Yeah,
snuck.
So that was something that was alarming this week. It's kind of like, everybody is pretty anti-racism, and then you encounter it and you're like, oh gosh, that is very dark and ugly, and it's shocking.
Wow, Matt, yes. Dark and ugly, come on.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, righty then.
But I remember that story, and it was I had to share it because it was something that I went around and talked to a few people. I said, you should have heard what I heard at work today. So,
speaking of, Bill Cosby's in the news. Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby quiz coming up next week.
Speaking
of. No. What? That's just ugly. I said ugly. And what the man did is obviously really
what he's accused of doing.
What he's accused of doing, yes. Okay. Yeah. I thought we did it on a high note. So hockey players are broke, and your heroes you had growing up are all actually horrible people. And
Racism is alive and well.
Everybody is a horrible person.
And the Beatles ruined family.
You'll find out one way or another.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just find out their ugly side. It's like, I don't know. I was going to say something profound, but I actually have nothing.
It's hard to turn up profundity like that.
Yes, I know. I had nothing, but folks, you don't have nothing. You have this show to listen to and cherish. Every week we come at you with our take on the world, and it might be a little different, but it's ours. So thanks for listening, and next week we'll come at you with, I don't know, something better. Or something worse.
No, let's aim to
something worse than racism.
Well, we'll aim to be worse next week. Okay. Why not? Why not aim to get worse? Maybe if we get so bad, we'll just because time's a flat circle. Maybe we'll go back around and get so bad that we're good.
All right, Rusty.
Maybe think about that.
Relax.
I'm just saying, man. I see things differently. Because I should wear contacts, and I'm not wearing them right now. So everything's a little blurry. A little blurry for me. Thanks for listening, folks, this week. And kiss a stranger right in the mouth. Come up to a stranger on the street, kiss him or her right in the mouth. Doesn't matter. Just do it. See what happens. It may be the beginning of something really nice. You don't know. I'm not going to do it, but you should. And that's it.
See you next week. Bye.
Hey, there's the music. Bye.